Hello everyone, welcome to Barca News. It is March 8th, 2025, and it's been revealed that Ronald Araujo has underwent the same genetic testing as Pedri and Dani Olmo. Also, Barcelona are still interested in signing Daniel Munoz. And finally, that insane offer that the Saudis made for Raphinha has been revealed. We have a lot to discuss, so let's begin. Hello everyone, welcome to the channel. My name is Mo and we'll begin this video with the news that Ronald Araujo has underwent the same genetic testing as Pedri and Dani Olmo to prevent future injuries. Now if you don't know about this, we talked about this in the channel several times, but Pedri underwent genetic testing where they took a tissue of his muscle, they sent it to a lab in the US that analyzed all of Pedri's genetics and mapped out his anatomy, and based on those test results, Barcelona, under the guidance of Julio Toes, came up with a specific training and diet regimen for Pedri, where not only does Pedri train with the team, but he also has his specific training regimen on the side that he does on his own. He also has a special diet plan in order to help him prevent injuries, and we've seen that this plan has worked miraculously because last season Pedri was getting injured every 17 minutes. And this season, Pedri has been absolutely healthy, knock on wood. And then we found out that Dani Olmo has also underwent genetic testing, the same testing or the same cutting edge testing that Pedri underwent. Barcelona have also came up with a plan for Dani Olmo. And now it's been revealed that Ronald Araujo is the latest player who has undergone this testing. Now, Ronald Araujo, despite being gifted with a large frame and physical presence, he surprisingly is very fast and has tremendous acceleration. And I say tremendously because usually the bigger you are, usually the slower you are. But Araujo, despite being big and having so much muscle, he is very, very fast. He has incredible acceleration, but unfortunately this has made him injury prone, and therefore the club has made Araujo undergo this genetic testing. The player has assigned a team of physiotherapists and a physical trainer to follow this plan that Barcelona have come up with. And now he's doing a big chunk of daily training outside of the Ciudad Esportiva. So he trains with the team, then he goes home or he goes to a gym where he does the training that Barcelona have set up for him. And hopefully the same results that Pedri had, Araujo and Dani Olmo will have. Of course, the plan is to have all the players undergo this genetic testing in order to prevent as many injuries as possible. Of course, being injury-free is impossible, but if you can limit them, then that will be absolutely amazing. Now, on to the next bit of news, because Fabrizio Romano has confirmed that Barcelona will likely sign their right back this summer. Thank you, Fabrizio Romano. We've been talking about this for months. All the Barcelona journalists, YouTube channels, we've all been talking about how Barcelona are going to sign a right back in the summer, and then months later, Fabrizio Romano comes out and says, breaking news, Barcelona are going to sign a right back. Oh, thank you so much for this breaking news. What's next? Summers are hot and winters are cold. Anyways, Fabrizio Romano report states that Deco has already started working on finding a right back in the market. Thanks a lot. We knew that. And that conversation or talks have already started with Hansi Flick to obviously get the input of the German coach to see who Barcelona want to sign, because despite Barcelona being incredibly happy with Jules Koundé's efforts, they know that there's no one on the team that can compete with the French right back, and therefore Barcelona will most likely than not sign a right back in the summer, someone that can compete with Jules Koundé. But of course, Barcelona are going to have to wait to find out the results of the financial fair play, so they know how much space they have to sign a player, what kind of salary they can sign, how much money they can spend on a transfer fee. Once they know that, after June 30th, then Barcelona will decide on who to sign. Now, of course, Barcelona have been considering Ratiu from Rayo Vallecano, which I did discuss in previous videos. And another player that Barcelona are still interested is Daniel Munoz, someone who we've also talked about in this channel. Daniel Munoz is a 28-year-old right back, Colombian right back, who currently plays at Crystal Palace. Since joining in January 2024, he has become one of the best right backs in the Premier League. This season, he has scored 5 goals and provided 5 assists. Only Dumfries has more goals than him, that plays in the same position with 8. And despite being an incredible offensive player, he's also very good defensively. In fact, Daniel Munoz is the most successful tackler in the entire Premier League, having completed 61 out of 91 attempted tackles. Now, Daniel Munoz contract does expire in 2027. Barcelona have been tracking him for quite some time. They're very interested in signing him, and as long as the price or the asking price is reasonable, Barcelona will attempt this signing. But of course, they will have some competition, including from Manchester City and of course Chelsea, because if a player has a heartbeat, then you know that Chelsea are interested. Now, on to the next bit of news, because the insane Saudi offer that was made to Raphinha has been revealed. But before we discuss that, I would like to remind you to please don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, drop a comment. If you are looking for any Barcelona jerseys or merchandise, make sure to Goal Kids, Kitbag, or Fanatics. If you are looking to place any sports bets, make sure to bet us. All links are down below in the description. You click on them, you get access to some pretty cool deals and offers. All right, let's get back to the news, because as you know, during this past summer transfer market, the Saudi club Al-Hilal made an offer for Coutinho. As you know, Raphinha was not faring too well during the last 2 seasons, and there was a lot of rumors or talks that Raphinha could leave the club this summer. The Saudis pounced on this opportunity, making an incredible and huge offer to Barcelona, where Al-Hilal offered 100 million euros for Raphinha, and they offered the player 15 million euro net salary, 15 million euro per season net salary to the Brazilian. But of course, Raphinha rejected this deal. He wanted to stay in Barcelona, and now in retrospect, thank God that he did, because Raphinha is having an absolutely amazing season. And in fact, Barcelona have already initiated talks with Raphinha's camp in order to extend his contract, which expires in 2027. As we know, Barcelona are now on a mission to renew several players. The next ones will be Koundé and Raphinha. Both contracts expire in 2027, and they already initiated talks with the Brazilians camp. They want to protect him, shield him away from other interests, including Saudis, who are expected to come after the player again this summer. And Barcelona want to give Raphinha, a higher salary to reflect his current efforts. And I don't think we really have to worry about the Saudis poaching Raphinha, because Raphinha has made it very clear he wants to be in Barcelona. But with the Saudis, you never know. Sometimes they throw some crazy amount of money on players, and sometimes the money can be tempting. But I personally don't think that Raphinha will be tempted. He definitely looks like a player who wants to stay at Barcelona. Maybe in the future he'll consider Saudi, but definitely not now while he's in his prime. Anyways, we'll end this video with a brief news, because there are reports stating that there will be sales made during this summer transfer market with players in regards to players who haven't been getting the minutes that they were expecting, and that these sales will be made not only because the club wants to offload players to clear space on the wage bill, but also because these players have requested to be offloaded since they're not getting minutes. They're not saying what names, but of course you can imagine it's most likely in positions where are already overcrowded. For example, the center back position, maybe Christensen, maybe Araujo if he sees that he's not getting a starting position, even though I have my doubts about Araujo, but definitely Christensen, and who knows, maybe in the midfield. I'm thinking Pablo Torre, maybe Eric Garcia. He's not midfield, but I forgot to mention him. But anyways, the report doesn't state names, but it does state that there will be some players who will be leaving this summer per their request, because they're not getting minutes that they were expecting. Anyways, that is all the news for this video. I did upload another video before this one. Make sure to check it out. Don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, drop a comment, and as always, Visca Barça.